you don't really get many bigger triple headers than Barcelona, Real Madrid and Manchester United. That is what we face today. Firstly, at home. Secondly, at home. And thirdly, at home. So, we should be getting good results with the strength of our side. Whether we will or not remains to be seen. We've got a solid first leg lead against Valencia. So we shall simulate that one to get ourselves theoretically and hopefully pretty straightforwardly through to the final of the Copa del Rey again. And we've got to win it this time, please, Ches. And then we'll sim Getafe. And we will also sim Valladolid as well at the end of the month. And fingers crossed, that will see us close the gap on those above us. If I can beat Real Madrid and I can beat Barcelona, there's a chance. There's a chance. Barca have finally lost a game. That happened at the end of the month of February. Previously, we'd seen them draw a game. And now they've been defeated by... Athletic Club. So, they're in a bit of a downturn of form. If there was ever a chance to capitalise and close the gap, it would be the biggest comeback of all time and the biggest collapse of all time. But maybe. Maybe. You see their starting line. They're actually giving Coutinho the start and the captain's armband. Pedri and Rice in their midfield, with tired Longley and Verissimo at the back. So you're saying there's a chance? Ball lofted forward by Rice to Trincao. Don't really have to do anything there with Ndicka other than just stand my ground. Robertone can't get to that. And they're actually going to have to take Trincao off here. Down and holding his leg. I didn't press tackle with Ndicka. I just stood there. And he's tried to... I'm not entirely too sure how he's hurt himself there. He's tried to turn and play the ball and just fallen over. Who's that coming on in his place? I can't say as I recognise the player face. Trincao injured. And who has come on that right-hand side for them? It will, or it should, tell me momentarily. And it is going to. It's Trincao off. Oh, that was Bentancur, was it? Okay, Rodrigo Bentancur is going to be playing on the left-hand side of their attacking three. That might work well for us. What could work well for us as well is some good passes here. And we've had a couple. And one more. Oh, and a good block by Junior Firpo. Cucho, Insua. Oh, trying to spin the man, but Longley stands firm. Defending well so far, Barcelona, but we're doing the same ourselves. The stats at half-time tell you everything you need to know about that first half. There's not really much to say, is there, to be completely honest, other than we hope for a better second 45. If the scoreline could read 1-0 rather than just 1-0 on that stats board, then I'd be absolutely delighted. But a rather uneventful first half here against Barcelona. They know that they've been a little bit dodgy of late, picking up a draw and a defeat in the last two games when they've been very much used to winning every single game they play. So they've been a little bit less adventurous. They've been a lot more defensive, really. They just haven't committed men forward at all and are more worried about losing the game than they are trying to play some free-flowing football and winning it. Which, I guess, they've got a hell of a lot more to lose, but with such a gap to anybody else below them, you think surely it's worth having a go, because it doesn't matter if you go on a bit of a negative run, because you've got the buffer there to deal with it. But we'll wait and see if we can get a second shot on goal here. We should be able to. Robertone to Insua, out of his feet, blocked. Bay, Cucho, go on then Robertone. I can't squeeze it through to him. We've had 2 block shots so far, and that has been it. This is one of the most frustrating games that we've had all save long. Kubo could be in here if I find the right pass. Cucho is there at the back post, though he's rather reluctant to make a move into the box. I'll pick out Bay here. Hopefully he can quarterback something from the edge of the box there. There you go. Cucho's found some space, And once he does, you know he's going to bury it. Mallorca 1, Barcelona 0, 64th minute. That might be all that happens for the rest of the game, but that won't bother us in the slightest. That's all we need to happen for the rest of the game. We are in front. Frankie trying to do his own bit of quarterbacking, but it's our midfield that have really dominated play so far. Martial, he's always got something in the locker. A little bit of magic, and he might come up with some of it here. And he has. I just can't deal with Anthony Martial in a Barcelona shirt. He is, quite simply, too good for me. 20 minutes to go. They had no shots at all. We finally take the lead, and then 7 minutes later they equalise. Let's get ourselves in front again, shall we? I can't believe they equalised that quickly. We wait so long to take the lead, and then immediately lose it. Gouffre will deliver the ball into the middle. It's not the best ball, but it's not the worst. It has forced something from the keeper, and they've not necessarily dealt with that very well at all. That was meant for... Insua, and I've given the ball away. 10 to go. Do I make a change here? It's worked before with the tired Hernandez. Lammers will come on. I think that might be all I do for now. Might be all I do for now. I'm going to put my faith in those that are still on the field to try and make the difference to give us that lead back again. We have to make sure we don't throw the ball away and end up conceding whilst trying to look for the win. Might be my turn to go slightly more defensive, although it's not really in my makeup. You guys know that I love to just constantly play offensive football, and Gineppo's trying to give Ricardo Pereira the runaround here. So far has been able to do it. Bay gets caught by Frankie, and he's definitely offside. That's a pain. He's missed anyway. Oh, come on, boys. Let's find a winner, shall we? 5 minutes to get it. Atleti equalise against Getafe, who've come from 1-0 down to go 2-1 up, and now find themselves pegged back again. Martial into Bentancur. Let's not find ourselves going behind, please. I'll just lift this, looking for Gineppo, and then try and get it inside. That's well worked. Right, Ricardo Pereira is quick, so we'll deal with the runner Gineppo, but provided we get support... Oh, we could have found the chance for a winning goal. It's not to be. It's a point against Barcelona. They do drop more, but unfortunately so do we, so it doesn't change the gap at the top. It's a nothing game. A real nothing game. Well, if we can win the rest of our league games today, and they can drop more points, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. We'll sim the game against Valencia. We're 3-0 up from the first leg. We're not going to be going out of this competition. This is going to be us progressing through to the final again. You have to rotate the squad. Nicholas, sorry, my man. I will throw you in, though, if you want, ahead of Robertone for this game against Valencia. Get yourself some first-team football, but I'm still going to start my strongest-ish 11 so that we can ensure that we don't make any mistakes. And we go through to the final, which we do with a 1-1 draw. Cucho with the first goal, Thuram with the second. Copa del Rey, final number 3. Is this our season to win that tournament? Maybe. Bloody well hope so. Christ. Right, Getafe next in the league, who did just pull out a decent draw against Atletico, so we can't write them off. Barcelona, 66 points. The gap is still 18. I don't want the USA international manager's job. Thank you very much. Games have been rescheduled. £80,000 prize money. Oh, sorry, Kubo. It wasn't me, it was my assistant. Don't ever go at me, Pay. Don't ever go at me, pal. Please. Yikes. Last thing I need is a player revolt. Right. Getafe, away, a win. Good. Takefusa Kubo with 2. Proving his point. Saying, look, boss, I can do the business. Insua with the 3rd. Barcelona drop more points. They've lost again. Barca are in the mud. Real Madrid for us up next. Madrid line up as you would have expected them to, with Bobby Firmino, Vinicius and Rodrigo in their front 3. Müller, Odegaard and Ndombele is the midfield 3, and then Mendy, Senesi, Hummels and Santos. They did play Alexandra, as we mentioned last time we played Real Madrid, actually, in the Cup, at left back in the previous league game. But until that Cup game, we'd lost every single time we played Real Madrid. We managed to get ourselves through in the Copa del Rey. So, hopefully, we can build on that. Take the most recent experience of games against Real Madrid rather than all of the other experiences of games against Real Madrid. And try and get 3 points and a win again this time in the league on this occasion. I can't believe Barca have lost again in that last game. They won like 22 games in a row, and now they haven't won in 4. 2 draws and 2 defeats for them in recent times, so it's getting a little bit worrisome at the Camp Nou. It might well be the biggest collapse you've ever seen in any league ever. We'll have to wait and see how they do on this particular match day, but we forced them to drop points in the last time, or in the last game, but it meant that we dropped points as well, unfortunately. This time, we need to get maximum points and hope that they drop points, and then the gap really will start to close. But Martin and Ødegaard trying to hassle them into making a mistake, and we've done that well, and Kucho surely can race around the outside of Mats Hummels. He's actually dealt with that run really well, Hummels there. I was hoping that I'd just simply run all the way around the outside of him because Hummels is slow as anything. Kufre's the obvious option all the way out there. I'll whip an early ball looking for the man at the back post. That will fall to Kubo. And we'll go for the 1-2. And Senesi reads it and gets there first. So close to picking apart their defence with some excellent passing. They've got some men free on the right-hand side, but thankfully we've put enough pressure on in the midfield to deny them the opportunity to swing it to the 2 men that were free out on the right-hand side. I have to be wary not to open up things on the left now. Müller and Firmino linking up. Here's Ferland Mendy. He's got options as well. There aren't many sides that scare me, like Real Madrid and Barcelona in this save, but in the last couple of times we've played either of the sides, that most recent one against Barcelona, our most recent one against Real Madrid prior to this tie, they've shown signs of weakness. They've lost. They've not played at their best. Is it time for a changing of the guard at the top of Spanish football? It would be a hell of an ask from where we are currently in the league. But I'm desperate to make this final season a successful one here at Mallorca. But I'm going to have to work so very hard to get it through. 5 minutes to go in this first half, still 0-0. Around the corner to Insua. Gineppo's desperate to get in behind Senesi here. Or Sergio Santos even, and he's in. Gineppo! Big save by Courtois. Very important stop at the end of the first half. It's an excellent time to put the ball in the back of the net if you can, but we haven't been able to. Kucho might with the header though. Cleared away from the line. It won't quite fall for Kucho again. I'm trying to flick that around the corner. It could still fall for Kucho again. It hasn't. Whoa, that's a tense end to the first half. Somehow, Real Madrid have survived there. Putting the pressure on right at the end of the half. We've had barely any of the ball. All of it seemingly coming at the end of that 45 minutes. Real Madrid yet to test our keeper as Barcelona did. But they did still score in that second half. So we have to be wary. It's Real Madrid at the end of the day. We know Bobby Firmino only needs half a sniff. As did Anthony Martial in the last game. Still 0-0 here. If I do take a 1-0 lead here, this time I hope I bloody well hold on to it. But I've got to get it first. And Rodrigo again. This is good passing by Real. I don't like the way this is building. I do like the way Kufre's won that back. I'm just going to pump this. Oh, that is nowhere near pumped, is it, mate? Ødegaard. No, it's opened up for him. Oh, come on. Unai Simon, I tried to pump that all the way to the winger on the far side, and he's barely kicked it out the box. He's barely got it out of his own box. Keeper, you've let me down there, mate. You've really let me down. You've been rock solid so far. But that is definitely a mistake from you. I was trying to get it all the way out wide right to Kubo. I could have sworn I put enough power on it. I'll have to have a look back in editing to see if perhaps it was my mistake by not holding the button down long enough. But I'm pretty sure I put enough power on that to get it all the way to the right winger. And now Rodrigo's racing in behind. He's got options in the middle to try and find. Let's not concede a quick fire second, shall we? Bobby Firmino, Vinicius, Thomas Müller. No, Mendy, good block by Ndicka, corner Real. Oh, it was going to be tough enough to score 1 against Real, let alone 2 now. Müller going off. I think that's Valverde coming on. I'm not sure, I might be mistaken. No, it's Thiago Almada. Okay, Thiago Almada is quite the pacey player to bring on off the bench. That's got me slightly worried, to be completely honest. I might have to make my own midfield change just to deal with that. Almada into Vinicius. To Almada again. Ødegaard to Senesi. He's not going to score from there, though. Right, get it forward quickly this time. See, there, I barely put any power on it. It seemed to go perfectly well. Oh, Gineppo, you've forgotten the ball. Keep it in. Oh, well done. Actually, really well done. Right, we'll go in Sewer. Then we'll go around the corner to Gineppo. Come on, boys. Let's get this equaliser. Manchester United next, but I can't look any further than this side. The moment of Gineppo does the business this time. We're back level. 70th minute. 20 to go. Still time for a winner. It had to be Musa, didn't it? I want to get their lead back again. I don't want them to. Come on, Kuchu. Can you get to that? No, Senesi's won the foot race. Ødegaard to Rodrigo. It was a loose touch, but I couldn't get there with Gineppo. Worried about dragging people too far out of position. Rodrigo's got a foot in there to block the potential pass out. He's found a ball back to Sergio Santos here. I'm worried about Ødegaard running into a channel and being able to find a teammate or have a shot himself. He is left-footed, of course, so I don't want him to have that shot that's fallen kindly for Thiago Almada. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. Right, changes. You've been amazing, Gineppo, but you are starting to tire. It's time for Musa on the left-hand side, and I will bring Dominguez on for Bay as well. Oh, God, this is tense. If we can steal a winner, we're absolutely thrilled. Whipped. Up we go, please, Sheriff. Well up. It was on Yeka. Kucho up against Tanguy, and Ndombele is going to deal with me pace-wise. Thiago Almada, not really the man that I would have said had the tackling ability to have been able to steal that away from me there quite so well. Tanguy and Ndombele into Bobby Firmino. Finds. Ferlamedi notes Vinicius really well in the box. It's a heavy turn, and Ndicka will work it away. Come on, please. It needs to be now, boys. It really needs to be now. It genuinely could be. Hernandez to Musa. Surely Mats Hummels hasn't got the pace to deal with Yunus Musa. To Dominguez. To Kucho. No! I needed to pass to Insua and it just wouldn't come. A loose turn by Hernandez, which is something we've not become familiar with. I just needed... Oh, Insua was there. He just needed to make the turn and just toe poke it across to Insua, and he couldn't do it. A point against Barcelona. A point against Real Madrid. Ah! So painful. So painful. What have Barcelona done? They were on 66. I don't know. I need to check for my own sanity. We've got Manchester United next. We are in front from that first leg, of course, with a 3-1 win. Oh, they won, Barcelona. They won, so the gap is up to 17. With 11 games to go, 17 points to gap, 33 points available. I don't know, man. I don't know. Finally, I'm able to actually respond to Marco Asensio, who's been talking into the void when trying to get something out of me recently. Sorry, Marco. Right, Manchester United at home next. We are 3-1 up from that first leg. So we shouldn't be losing this, should we? It's Mallorca against the Zebras. Here we go. Ismael Casas. Ooh, not the ball I intended, but a ball that would have been spectacular had it come off. Trying to feed it inside the fullback there. That would have been a great start. Real opportunity here to make a statement about Champions League football this season. We've not had any luck in Europe in this save. One season in the Europa League and, well, an early exit. So we've not got the best of history in European football in this save so far. But a 3-1 first leg lead from an away tie at Old Trafford. Surely this is the one that we see us get the result we absolutely deserve on this occasion. Lautaro out to Wan-Bissaka. It might not start well for us though if Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets a shot away. But Evan and Ndicka, as Ollie's flabbergasted as to how they haven't had a shot at least, let alone taken the lead there. Evan Ndicka doesn't let opposition sides score that readily. Kucho might just have been offside there, not that he's going to get to the ball anyway. 17 minutes played. Man United really should be 1-0 up, but they're not. And they have a massive mountain to climb here with 3 away goals to overcome, and their passing is going to have to be better than that if they want to rise above the challenge. Come on, Kucho. Get in behind. It's going to be absolutely typical, isn't it? This is the one game of the 3 that we're going to play today that I don't necessarily need to win. And it's going to be the one that I end up actually winning when we get draws in the 2 that I desperately wanted to win against Real Madrid and Barcelona. You can just tell. Hashtag just FIFA things. James over the top looking for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Well, it's a decent ball, but Ndicka should deal with it and has done so well. Now with Wan-Bissaka forward. He's got probably the fastest man on the pitch. Trying to fill in for him on a counter-attack. Daniel James. Cucho. Yes, it's a good run by Insua. Oh, have I taken it too far? I have. Dean Henderson with a brilliant save to turn it around the corner. And we won't even get the corner itself. In fact, we'll have the half-time whistle. We could have scored right on the brink of half-time against Real Madrid, and Courtois pulled off a brilliant save. That's been replicated by Dean Henderson. Frustrating. But as we mentioned, this is the one game we don't actually have to win to get the positive result from, annoyingly. And it's probably going to end up being the one game that we do end up getting the victory in. Not to worry. As long as we go through in the Champions League, that's the most important thing. And we've already gone through in the Copa del Rey. So we're still looking good for a double this season at least to end on a high here at Mallorca before we head to Barrow before the... well, probably end of the week or before the weekend for the new Youth Road to Glory. The vote was gone, or the vote was done on Twitter. The vote has gone through on Twitter. Barrow won by 1%. 34% for Barrow, 33% for Southend, and 31% for Grimsby in the battle to see who is going to be the side that we try and take up through the leagues in that new series. Gineppo with a header, misses just by a whisker. 10 minutes into the second half, it's still 0-0. Upamecano lifts that free kick forward. Insua will use his big frame to get there. And we've picked it off there. And we might be able to go at the other end. Trying to hold off the attentions of the midfielder. Oh, great footwork by Gineppo to somehow keep hold of the ball there. Not entirely too sure how he's pulled that off. Insua, Cucho. Oh, now he shows the good footwork. Shame he couldn't do that in the last game right at the death. When I needed that bit of good footwork. Cucho, oh, there you go. That's what he did in the last game right at the death. Cucho, please. Come on, mate. I need you to be better. I need it. Well, I don't need a goal, but I want a goal. I want to win against Manchester United again. Up we go, Casas. I want to try and send a message to the rest of Europe that that win at Old Trafford wasn't a one-off. We mean business this year in the Champions League, and we want to go all the way. We could go all the way. Wan-Bissaka around the corner to Madueke. Zakaria. Let's not lose it now, lads. We won't if he plays passes like that. Who's that to, Dennis? Who have you seen over there? It's like he's seen the red Santander board and thought, red, that's Manchester United's colour. I'm going to kick it that way. You're playing as a zebra, Dennis. You're not wearing red and black. Come on, Robertone, drilled out wide. Let's get this winner, please. It would be quite dramatic if it does come now. Probably enjoy it all the more if it comes this late on in this sort of fashion. Kufre will get to that first, you know. Need someone to make me a decent run. Insua's there at the near post, but Upamecano's marking him. Insua's found some space, though. Kubo can't sweep at home, and with 1 minute to go, that's probably going to be game. It's a 0-0 draw against against Manchester United. So, 3 games I wanted 3 wins from. We've gotten 3 draws. But at least this one gets us through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Manchester United didn't offer anything really. Juventus win that by 1-0 at home, which means I believe they're through on away goals. Indeed they are, as they lost 2-1 at the Camp Nou. We're through against United. Bayern are probably going to go out against Atleti. They hold a strong 3-0 first leg lead away from home. Dortmund lead by 1-0, but now have to go to Anfield. PSG are through. Chelsea are through, just. Lille destroy Benfica. And Leipzig have been knocked out by Manchester City. So we'll wait and see who we get in the next round of the Champions League. But either which way, it's almost certainly not going to be very straightforward at all. The dream tie is Lille. The dream tie absolutely is Lille. And we've gotten Dortmund. Yikes. Okay. That's not easy or a dream tie. £9.5 million added to the transfer budget for next season, which we won't get to. But what we will get to is this game against Valladolid. And what we will do is win it by 4-2, thanks to a Kucho goal, a Takefusa Kubo goal. Hernandez actually injured, missing a goal, having a goal chalked off, missing a penalty presumably. Indika then gets injured. Takefusa Kubo, Hernandez still gets his hat-trick though, and we win by 4-2. Barca have Sevilla. Drop points, lads. Please? Oh, they did. They drew. 15 points the gap. 30 points available. And Indika, please don't be out for long. Shit. 2 months for our big man at the back. That's not good news for us. Bella Kotchap will come into the fold. I might actually put Legendre there, to be honest, ahead of Clark. Makes obvious sense there to make that move. Oh, no! Indika is probably going to miss the rest of the season. He's probably going to miss most of the rest of the season. But he might return just in time for a Champions League final. If we can pull that off. He might return just in time to see us lift the La Liga title if we can somehow pull that off. But he will definitively miss the Copa del Rey final, which we'll play tomorrow. It's the Copa del Rey final in tomorrow's episode. But for today, that is all for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I very much appreciate the support on this series as we end this year. And hopefully you guys are looking forward to the Barrow Youth Only Road to Glory, because I very much am. I'll see you tomorrow.